to get underway at 2:26 p.m. for Game 2 of this doubleheader. Lambert will lead things off for Tiffin. Lambert 1 for 3 in game number 1. After her, it's Maddie Woods and Kaylee Savage. Laura Tunian-Smith will get the start in game 2 and back cleanup. Then Skylar Legg, Taylor Whalen. Lower third, Caitlin Wilson, Hallie Sheehan, and Kirsten Georges. First pitch is high and tight to Lambert, 1-0. Carson-Newman's defense, the only changes come with the result of the pitching change. Lacey Reines moves into left field. Here's the 1-0. Grooves low for a ball, 2-0. Sienna Cameron back in center field, and Haley Caldwell moves from left to right. Left to right across the infield. Shannon Smith, Leah Sohm, Keely Quillen, Katie Eakes, the 2-0. Strike, inner half, belt high, 2-1. And Carolyn Levi, celebrating her birthday, is behind the plate catching for Carson-Newman. 2-1 the count. And McCarthy pitches. In tight for a ball, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Lambert. Carson-Newman in the pristine home whites. The 3-1 burns the dirt. And Lambert issued first base on a leadoff walk. So 1 up and 1 on for Tiffin to open up this contest. And it brings up the second baseman, Maddie Woods. Woods 1 for 2 at the plate in game number 1. Righty squares to bunt and tips it foul back, 0-1. So the Dragons and Jeff Nickerson, the instructions in place to sacrifice Lambert over to second, it would appear. And Eakes is halfway down the first baseline. Smith playing a little bit further back at third. Middle infield, a couple steps behind the base paths. Woods shows bunt again, the 0-1. Bunted back to the circle. McCarthy fields. Throw to first is wide of the bag. And the runner's on the move. Lambert over to third. Woods to second. And there's 2 in scoring position off the error with nobody out. So the throwing error by the pitcher, McCarthy, gives Tiffin 2 in scoring position for Savage. Kaylee Savage, a triple in game 1. No score here in the top of the first, but Tiffin with 2 in scoring position. McCarthy rocks and fires. A first pitch strike on the inner half, 0-1. McCarthy set for the 0-1 pitch. And she delivers. Check swing and a pitch down. Appeal into the field. She did not come around. And it's 1-1 to Savage. 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield playing to the right. McCarthy, the 1-1. Misses outside, 2-1. Lambert on third, Woods on second. No score in the top of the first, and nobody out. Leaves McCray in business off a walk and an error on a sacrifice. The 2-1. Check swing and a pitch high, and it's 3-1. McCarthy, 11 pitches, 4 for strikes. She receives some encouragement from Katie Eakes and Leah Sohm behind the circle. And the product of Steel Canyon High School, back aboard the rubber, set for the 3-1 pitch. And McCarthy deals. A strike on the inner half, belt high, 3-2. McCarthy was sensational in relief in collecting her second career save on Saturday against Lees McRae. Faced 5 batters, protecting the 1-run lead, and retired them all in order with 2 in scoring position. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a pop-up. Back behind home plate. Levi gives it a look, but it gets out of play and comes crunching down on top of the stand. So do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kaylee Savage. White jersey tops and white trousers for the Eagles. White numerals outlined in blue. Same for the Eagles on the jerseys with a navy blue stripe up the sides. The 3-2. Swing and a bouncer foul, third base side. Savage battling. Now 8 pitches deep in this at-bat. Three balls and 2 strikes. McCarthy gets the sign from Levi and delivers the payoff pitch. It's downstairs for ball 4. A walk, an error, and a walk, and the bases are loaded for Tiffin in the top of the first with no score, nobody out, and Tunian Smith to the plate. So Lees McRae threatening here in a big-time way. Lacey Rhinus twirled a 5-hit shutout in Game 1. That 15-0 Eagle win. First pitch to Tunian Smith, the righty, is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. And Michaela McCarthy trying to find her groove in the circle. Lambert on third, Woods on second, and Savage on first for the Dragons. Top of the first inning, no score, but a big threat for Tiffin. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Sunny day here at the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex. A few cirrostratus clouds in the upper reaches of the atmosphere way off, but mostly blue skies here on a 50-degree day here in late February. The 1-1. Swing and a fly ball to center field. Cameron ranging into the alleyway to grab it, but tagging up from third is Lambert. Throw to third to Smith is up the line. Every runner advances a base, and the sacrifice fly drives in Lambert and gives Tiffin their first lead of the doubleheader. 1-0. The Dragons capture the lead as Legg comes to the plate. Skylar Legg. Right-hander stands in. 0 in Game 1 of the doubleheader. She takes outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. A walk, an error, and a walk loaded the bases for Tiffin. The pitch popped into the air, first base side. Eakes and Quillen battle for it, and Eakes wins the battle to retire Legg, and there's 2 away.
Number 2, Taylor Whalen.
So quickly 2 away, and if the Eagles can limit this to a run after loading the bases with nobody out, that would be considered a win as Whalen stands in. First pitch to her, check swing by the lefty, didn't go around, and it's 1-0.
Come on, Tay, let's go. 2,
1 ball, no strikes, 2 out. Woods on third, Savage on second. 1 across on a sacrifice fly. And McCarthy pitches. Swing and a foul, flared back and out of play, 1-1. 2 walks in the inning. An error on a sacrifice. Loaded the bases for Tiffin. Sac fly to left center from Tunian Smith. Gives him the lead, the 1-1. Outside for a ball, it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Tiffin looking for a timely 2-out knock with 2 in scoring position. McCarthy sights the sign and deals. Called strike on the inner half. It's 2-2. 2s everywhere. 2 at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. In layman's terms, deuces are wild. McCarthy, the break-even pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. McCarthy works herself out of the jam. Bases loaded, no one out, and the Dragons just get 1 run. No hits in the inning, though, off of an error, and 2 left in scoring position. Sohm, Hughes, Levi to the plate. After this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At the Cade Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Cade Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Cade Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Cade Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today or visit CadeInsuranceAgency.com.
A Laura Tunian Smith sacrifice fly has Tiffin in front 1-0 after a inning where the Dragons loaded the bases without an out, but only 1 run to show for that. Eagles won game 1, 15-0 by the run rule, and now Tiffin turns to Claire Feldkamp in the circle. Feldkamp, freshman out of Perrysburg, Ohio, making her first appearance. Also played volleyball for Perrysburg High School. And 6-foot freshman will go to work against Leah Sohm. Lefty stands in against the right-hand hurling Feldkamp, and she delivers the first pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Carson-Newman's bat certainly came to life in game number 1. Eagles peppering the Tiffin pitching staff, the 1-0. Sohm flicks it foul, backing out of play, 1-1. Got Feldkamp in the circle for the Dragons. Kaylee Savage is back behind the plate for Tiffin. Laura Tunian Smith is the new first baseman in place of Bailey Fortune. Here's the 1-1. That's high for Sohm, 2-1. And an illegal pitch called. And Arnez Cantrell is telling Claire Feldkamp what the issue is with her throwing motion. And now Jeff Nickerson is out from the dugout to have a chat with Arnez Cantrell for what she's doing. And Cantrell out, showing precisely what Feldkamp is doing that is being considered an illegal pitch. And that was a it'll be 2-1 to Leah Sohm. So the lefty Sohm back in. She was 0 for 1 at the plate in game number 1, but walked and drove in a run. The 2-1. Sohm flips it foul back and out of play. Count moves to 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eagles find themselves down 1-0 to Tiffin after a top of the first where the Dragons loaded the bases. Without an out, Feldkamp winds and delivers the 2-2. And Sohm flips it foul toward Davis Street, and that ball just yards behind the white car that was driving by. 2-2. Did they call? No illegal pitch there, so it's still 2-2. Thought Arnez Cantrell, the field ump, gave it another illegal. The pitch burns the dirt, and that loads the count. Oh, check that. There was a second illegal pitch called in that because that's the base on balls. So Sohm walks to lead things off, and that brings up Macy Hughes. Macy Hughes, a double and a couple driven in game 1 today. She takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. 1 for 3 for Hughes with a run scored and 2 driven in before Addie Lowe subbed in for her. The 0-1. Hughes takes in tight at the handles for a ball, 1-1. 1-0, Tiffin leading. Bottom of the first inning. Leah Sohm on first and nobody out. Feldkamp gets the sign and pitches. Outside for a ball, it's 2-1. Feldkamp in the circle, Kaylee Savage behind the plate. Skylar Legg at third, Brooke Lambert at short, Madeline Woods at second, and Laura Tunian Smith at first. The 2-1. Bounced back up the middle. That's a base hit for Macy Hughes. Rolls on into center field. The throw reaches the cutoff. Lambert is Sohm round second and heads for third. Hughes with a single back up the box. Sohm takes 2 bases, and the Eagles have runners on the corners with no one out for Carolyn Levi. The birthday girl had a 3-hit day in game 1. 4th 3-hit day of her career. But Levi didn't drive anybody in. Did score 3 runs, though. She's got an RBI opportunity here with runners on the corners. And nobody out. Eagles trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Levi is up. It is off of the catcher's mitt. And Leah Sohm racing home ties the game on the passed ball. Both runners move up a base. Tie game, 1-1 on the pass ball, and it's 1-0 to Carolyn Levi with Macy Hughes now in scoring position on second base. And Feldkamp pitches. Levi grounds it back up the middle. Lambert stoops to field. Throw to first in time to Tunian Smith to retire Levi. A productive at-bat, though, as Hughes moves over to third. And there's one away for Katie Eakes. So Eakes stands in. And the first pitch to Eakes is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Eakes can give Carson-Newman the lead with a fly ball to the outfield. The 1-0. Outside for a ball. Throw down to third is in time. Yes, they got Hughes leaning. Hughes picked off by Skylar Legg. And quickly there's 2 away. And a 2-0 count to Katie Eakes. The 2-0. Upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 out. Bases empty for the Eagles after Hughes erased. Picked off at third. The 3-0. Eakes swings and misses, had the green light. And it's 3-1. 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the first. Leah Soames sprints home on a passed ball to tie it up for 3-1. Change up, low and away. And Eakes takes first on the base on balls. So that sends Shannon Smith to the plate. And Smith really brought her bat to life in game 1, mired in an 0 for 8 slump as Feldkamp delivers the first pitch away for a ball, 1-0. Smith hits a 3-run jack, has a 3-hit day, and drives in 4 to power Carson-Newman's offense, the 1-0. Smith takes it outside. It's 2-0. Smith, her 3rd career 3-hit performance, her 2nd career 4 RBI day in game number 1. Here's the 2-0. And Smith bounces it back to the circle. Feldkamp fields and flips it over to first to retire Smith 1-3. But the Eagles level it up on the pass ball. A run off of a hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Wilson, Sheehan, and Georges to the plate after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeingeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeingeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeingeagles.com today.
At the Kate Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Kate Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Kate Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Kate Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today or visit kateinsuranceagency.com.
Carson-Newman ties it at 1 after an inning thanks to Leah Soames scoring on a passed ball. 1-1 ball game after 1. And Michaela McCarthy will have to contend with Caitlin Wilson, Hallie Sheehan, and Kirsten Georges this inning. 3 players who didn't see action in game 1 for Tiffin. So Caitlin Wilson leads things off, right-hander. Stands cocked and ready for the first pitch from McCarthy, and it misses in for a ball, 1-0. Last season, Wilson, a freshman outfielder, was 0 for 9. As she swings at this pitch, lifts it down the left field line. It bounces past a diving Lacey Reines and will roll all the way to the wall. Reines picks it up at the base as Wilson charges around third. The throw home not in time. It's an inside the park home run for Caitlin Wilson. And Tiffin is back in front 2-1. Lacey Reines dived to try to make a spectacular play on the ball. It rolled past her and all the way up the left field line. And that allows Wilson to race around and score the inside the park home run. So Tiffin retakes the lead 2-1. And now Sheehan comes to the plate. McCarthy's first pitch to her is high for a ball, 1-0. First ABs for Sheehan as McCarthy pitches low and in, 2-0. Sheehan last year the pitch. Downstairs for a ball, and she's worked the count 3-0. Sheehan last year 0 for 5 at the plate with 3 strikeouts in 12 games of action for Tiffin. The 3-0. High, and McCarthy issues first base to her. 2-1, Tiffin leading in the top of the second inning. Nobody out and 1 on. And Michael Graves is out from the dugout. He has his lineup card in hand, and the Eagles making a change. So a new pitcher for Carson-Newman. We'll tell you about that after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Tiffin retakes the lead on a Caitlin Wilson inside the park home run, and after Michaela McCarthy issues a 4-pitch walk to Sheehan, Carson-Newman turns things over to Nicolette Ferguson. The freshman is off to a 2-0 start. 8 innings of work. She's given up 8 hits, just 1 earned run in her action. She was pitching in relief against King on Wednesday when the Eagles rallied to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. She went for a 5 1/3 inning start against Lees McRae on Saturday. So now Carson-Newman will contend with Georges as the designated lefty slapper stands in. As Ferguson pitches, it's bunted back to the circle. Ferguson fields and throws to first to Quillen in plenty of time to get the batter, but the sacrifice does work. 1-4 to move Sheehan into scoring position as the lineup turns back to the top of the order for Brooke Lambert. Lambert walked her first time, huh? First pitch. Inner half, above the knees for a strike, 0-1. There 1. Down and in, 1-1 to Lambert. Two-1, Tiffin leading, top of the second. Runner in scoring position, Sheehan on second. The 1-1 downstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Carson-Newman, 1 game, 1, 15-0. Trying for the doubleheader sweep and a 5th consecutive win after starting the year 0 for 1. The 2-1 is high, and Lambert has fought to a 3-1 count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Wind has picked up, blowing out towards center field. As Carson-Newman's soccer program's beginning to practice on McCowan Field behind the Vic. The 3-1. In tight for ball 4. Fourth walk of the day by Carson-Newman's pitching staff. And there's 2 on base with 1 out for Woods. Woods dropped down a sacrifice bunt but reached on an error in her first plate appearance today. She was 1 for 2 with a walk in game number 1. She works with Sheehan on second and Lambert on first as the corners come creeping down the lines. And the pitch goes in high to Woods, 1-0. Eagles anticipating that Woods is going to attempt to drop down a sacrifice bunt. Lambert on first, Sheehan on second for the Dragons. The 1-0. Swung on, popped into the air. This one's not going to leave the infield as the infield fly in effect. And Shannon Smith grabs it behind the circle. 2 away. And it brings up Savage. The catcher walked in her first plate appearance today. The right-hander works against the right-hander Ferguson. As Ferguson deals. First pitch on the outside edge at the belt for a strike, 0-1. 2-1, Tiffin leading, top of the second inning, 2 on and 2 out. Ferguson rocks and fires the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Tiffin has scored twice off of 1 hit. A walk, an error, a walk, and a sacrifice fly. Scores 1 in the first, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Savage tardy on the Ferguson heater. It's 1-2. And then here in the second, it's Caitlin Wilson who sends one down the left field line for an inside the park home run. Tiffin looking for a timely knock with 2 outs. 1-2 to Savage, and Ferguson pitches in the dirt. Rolls it up there, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. A 2-1 lead for Tiffin in the top of the second. With 2 on for the Dragons. Ferguson back aboard the slab. And she delivers the break-even pitch. Called strike 3, inner half, bell high. Savage takes a seat looking. And the Eagles strand 2 Dragons on the base paths. A run off of a hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. Caldwell, Quillen, Reines try to jumpstart Carson-Newman's offense after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
I joined the Guard for the simple fact that I could be home and also in the military. So I can have a civilian job and also in the military. I would tell somebody who's trying to join the Guard and thinking about it that it's a great opportunity. Opportunities for school, training, discipline, leadership. There's a lot of opportunities. It broadens your spectrum.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Two-1, Tiffin leads it after an inning and a half of action. The scoring here has been curious, to say the least, for this 2-1 Tiffin lead, as Haley Caldwell leads things off for Carson-Newman. In the home half of the second inning, and Feldkamp pitches. Caldwell takes outside for a ball, 1-0. Tiffin scored first. in the top of the first. A walk, an error on a sacrifice, and a walk loaded the bases without an out. Here comes the 1-0. And Caldwell laces it foul off the fencing, third base side, 1-1. And then it was a Laura-Tunian-Smith sacrifice fly that got Tiffin on the board without a hit in the first. The Eagles counter with one in the bottom of the first. Leah Sohm walks to lead off the inning. Moves to third on a Macy Hughes single. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs to Caldwell, 2-1. And then Sohm races home to tie the game on a passed ball. Tiffin retakes the lead top of the second off of a Caitlin Wilson inside the park home run. 2-1. Caldwell swings. Ground ball to the right side of the infield. No trouble for Woods in the hole at second. Stoops to field and throws to first to retire Caldwell, 4-3. One up, one down. And to the plate comes Keely Quillen. Quillen did not register an official at-bat in game number 1. First pitch to her is on the inner half for a strike, 0-1. She did walk twice and scored a run. 2-1, Tiffin leading. One out, nobody on for the Eagles, bottom of the second, the 0-1. And Quillen takes away for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Feldkamp back aboard the rubber, and she delivers the 1-1. And Quillen wears it on her backside. So Quillen, third plate appearance of the day, and she's been aboard 3 times without having to make contact. Quillen rubbing her left hip to show where it caromed off of her. She stands on first base with Lacey Reines to the plate. First pitch to Reines is swung on and bounced foul just wide of the third base bag. 0-1. Lacey Reines has brought her batting average up to 300 on the year after she went 2 for 2 with 3 batted in game number 1 today. Lefty stands in, trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the second. The 0-1. Upstairs to Reines, 1-1. Feldkamp, 30 pitches, just 12 for strikes, though. Issued a couple of free passes and plunked Keely Quillen. Feldkamp, the 1-1. Burns the dirt. Quillen bouncing off of first. She'll stay put, 2-1. Busy week around Mossy Creek this week. Carson-Newman women's basketball in action Wednesday against Lincoln Memorial, the 2-1. Popped foul, third base side and onto Davis Street, one hopping the Hannah Hilton Pedersen Nursing Building, and it's 2-2. Then Thursday, more LMU games. Eagle soccer makes its debut at McCowan Field against the Rail Splitters at 5 and 7:30. Here's the 2-2. Linus grounds it back to the circle. Feldkamp throws to second to the shortstop Lambert for 1. Relay to first. Not in time to Tunian-Smith. And Reines on aboard on the fielder's choice where Quillen is retired 1-6 at the second base bag. And there's 2 away as the center fielder, Sienna Cameron, comes to the plate. She was the flex player in game 1, hitting .286 this year. 2 hits and 7 at-bats for the freshman, lefty, who takes outside for a ball, 1-0. Eagles down 2-1 in the bottom of the second. 2 outs on the board with Lacey Reines on first base. Feldkamp sights the sign and pitches. High and outside for ball 2 to Lacey Reines. Or pardon me, to Sienna Cameron. Reines on first base. Ground out, hit batter, fielder's choice to start this inning for the Eagles. The 2-0. And Cameron ducks out of the way of a pitch in tight. It's 3-0. Cameron, 1 walk already in her freshman season, making her 6th start of the year. The 3-0. That finds the plate above the knees, 3-1. Wind lazily blowing out towards center field here at the Vic. Under pure sunny skies and temps in the 50s, the 3-1. Cameron sees it sail by away, and she works first base on balls. So a 2-out walk to Sienna Cameron. Second free base that Feldkamp has issued this inning after plunking Keely Quillen. And it brings Leah Sohm to the plate, who walked and scored a run way back in the first inning. So Sohm comes up looking for her first hit of the season with runners in scoring position, and her first hit with 2 outs. She's over in both of those regards as she takes outside for a ball, 1-0. Feldkamp, 39 pitches, 15 for strikes. Everybody crashes in on the lefty slapper Sohm. The 1-0. Sohm takes a whack at a pitch upstairs, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Eagles down 2-1 in the bottom of the second inning. 2 runs off of a hit for the Dragons. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for the Eagles. The 1-1. And it finds the outside edge above the knees. Feldkamp in the driver's seat at the ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Tiffin looking for its second win all time against Carson-Newman. The 1-2. High and outside, 2-2. The Dragons won at the Mid-South Classic over the Eagles. In 2018, Haley Coble with a pinch hit knock to score the international rule runner Lindsey Graves. The 2-2. Sohm swings, bounces it into the air in left field. Station to station go the Eagles. And Leah Sohm collects her first 2-out hit of the year. Bases loaded with 2 out for the Eagles. And Macy Hughes to the plate. So Hughes coming out with a chance to tie or take the lead for the Eagles here in the bottom of the second, down 2-1. Hughes with a single up the middle already today. Righty stays back of the dish as the right-hand hurling Feldkamp pitches. And Hughes swings, bounces it through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit. Charging around third, and the catcher dropped the ball. 2-run score. Eagles lead. Sienna Cameron, the second run to score on the play, and the Eagles are up 3-2 off of a timely 2-out hit from Macy Hughes. Sohm over to third. Cameron and Reines both score on the play, and Carolyn Levi strides into the batter's box for Carson-Newman now that the Eagles lead. 2 in scoring position and 2 out for Carson-Newman. Dragons had Cameron, but the catcher dropped it. First pitch to Levi, and she bounces that one right into Leah Sohm's midsection, darting off of third base. And Levi, a wry smile, turned back to the Carson-Newman dugout on the first base side. After that one kicked up and ricocheted into Leah Sohm's midsection. 0-1 with 2 out. Sohm and Hughes in scoring position. The 0-1. A changeup. Levi pokes it into no man's land in center field. Racing forward, the center fielder, Whalen. And she makes the basket catch in shallow center field to retire Levi. But Macy Hughes comes up with some clutch 2-out hitting to push Carson-Newman in front 3-2 after 2. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeingeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeingeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeandeagles.com today.
Okay, let's see. Carson-Newman University. It's been around since 1851. A beautiful campus, amazing student life, world-class accredited academics, competitive athletic programs, a Christian perspective, a top 10 best value school. They give $48 million in financial aid every year, and I get a free scholarship when I enroll. Looks like I've found the perfect place.
(3-2). Carson-Newman has retaken the lead on Tiffin thanks to a 2-out, 2 RBI single through the left side from Macy Hughes.
I'm just kidding.
3-2 ball game in favor of the Eagles as Nicolette Ferguson goes back to work, and she is the new pitcher of record for Carson-Newman as Leah Sohm getting checked out after she took a Carolyn Levi rocket in the midsection. That's the reason for this delay. And Carson-Newman shortstop getting taped up and ready. And Sohm going to take a few practice tosses. She has her right hand bandaged. I don't know if she got nicked by that foul ball on its way through. As Nicolette Ferguson finishes her practice tosses. And we appear set to return to action after Macy Hughes gives Carson-Newman a 3-2 lead with her 2-out, 2-run single through the left side of the infield. Laura Smith will lead things off for Tiffin. Tunian Smith, the sacrifice fly, her first time up. Takes outside for a ball to begin plate appearance number 2, 1-0. Top of the third inning, Eagles up 3-2 on Tiffin. Pass ball scored Leah Sohm in the first. Macy Hughes drives in 2 with a 2-out, 2-run single in the second. The pitch, inner half, thigh height for a strike, 1-1 to Tunian Smith. Carson-Newman has Shannon Smith at third, Leah Sohm at short, Keely Quillen at second, and Katie Eakes at first base. Ferguson on in relief, deals the 1-1. That swing, a swing and a line drive to center field and over the head of Sienna Cameron. Bounces off the wall through her legs, and then she picks it up and throws into second where Tunian Smith is awaiting with a stand-up double. Rough read for Sienna Cameron. She came in a couple steps initially and then had to retreat. I don't know if she would have been able to make a play on that had she retreated initially. Regardless, it's a leadoff double for Laura Tunian Smith, and it brings Skylar Legg to the plate. Legg popped up to first in her first at-bat of the day. A check swing foul to begin this one, 0-1. 3-2, Eagles leading in the top of the third inning. Both teams have scored a run in every frame thus far. Ferguson, the 0-1. Leg ducks out of the way of a pitch high and tight. It's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Carson-Newman up 3-2, but nobody out in the top of the third for the Dragons. The pitch. In tight at the belt for a ball, 2-1. Plenty of action around softball diamonds in the sack today. And some interesting results. Flagler, who swept Lenoir-Rhyne yesterday, loses to Newberry in game 1 of a doubleheader, 9-2. The 2-1 is low, and it's 3-1 to Legg. Nicolette Ferguson, 20 pitches, 9 strikes in this relief effort. Kayla McCarthy can no longer lose it for Carson-Newman after she gave up an early 1-0 lead. The 3-1. In tight for ball 4. So a leadoff double, followed by a walk to Legg, and there's 2 aboard with nobody out for Whalen.
Number 2, Taylor Whalen.
Taylor Whalen's 0 for 1 today. She struck out to Michaela McCarthy back in the first. Her first time seeing Nicolette Ferguson. Lefty stands in with 2 in scoring position, and the Eagles guard against a potential sacrifice from the slapper. Ferguson winds and delivers. Bunted, foul, back behind home plate, but Levi and Smith can't get to it in time. It lands harmlessly for strike 1. So you had Newberry beating Flagler. Lincoln Memorial stays unbeaten and holds on for a 3-2 win over Davenport. In the top of the 5th inning, Augusta is on pace to run rule Anderson. They're up 11-2 on the 6-1 Trojans. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a bouncer back to the circle. Ferguson fields, throws to third to Smith covering, and the Eagles get the lead runner. Intelligent play from Nico Ferguson. Whalen reaches on the fielder's choice. Legg moves over to second, but Tunian Smith, the Eagles get the lead runner on the 1-5 put out at third, and there's one away for Caitlin Wilson, who had the inside the park home run in her last at bat. 1 out, 2 on for Tiffin, top of the 3rd inning, trailing 3-2. Ferguson rocks and fires, and Wilson takes outside for ball 1. It's 1-0. In the bottom of the 1st inning of game 2 of a doubleheader for Lincoln Memorial, Ohio Dominican has jumped out to a 3-0 lead, and in the 8th inning, Lenoir-Rhyne and UNC Pembroke are tied at 4. The pitch, it's in there for a strike, and the count evens up at 1-1 on Wilson. So some interesting results so far today in the South Atlantic Conference. 3-2 lead for the Eagles here over the GMAX Tiffin in the top of the 3rd. But the pitch, swing, and a little flare down the left field line. That drops in fair ground for a base hit. Dragons have to go station to station. Wilson has her 2nd hit of the day as Soames scoops it up to freeze Legg at third base.
Number 15, Haley.
1 out, bases loaded, and it brings up Sheehan. Ali Sheehan. She walked and got stuck at second, back in the 2nd. Bases loaded situation for the left fielder here. 3-2 Eagles leading top of the 3rd. And Ferguson pitches. On the inner half for a strike, 0-1. Legg on 3rd, Whalen on 2nd, Wilson on 1st. Tiffin looking to retake the lead here in the top of the 3rd. It's been back and forth so far here in game 2. The 0-1. Inner half, thigh height for a strike. Ferguson in charge, 0-2. All Sheehan needs is a fly ball to the outfield, and Legg can tag up and score to tie it at 3 runs apiece. Ferguson sights the sign and delivers the 0-2. Swinging a bouncer to the left side of the circle. Soames scoops, throw to first is in time, but productive and game tying. The ground out for Sheehan. Legg scores standing. Sohm started to go home, realized she couldn't make the play there. So Legg scores to level it at 3 runs apiece. Whalen's over to third, Wilson to second, and there's 2 away for Georges, the designated player.
Number 1, Kirsten Georges.
So a productive 1-out ground out for Sheehan. Brings up the DP Georges, who dropped down a sacrifice bunt her last time up. Lefty swings at the first pitch, and Georges called out on batter's interference. So that's the inning. But Tiffin strikes for another single run off of 2 hits. The Dragons do leave 2 in scoring position, though they've left 6 stranded through 3 innings. 3-3 ball game with Eakes, Smith, and Caldwell to the dish after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We've got a quality contractor network, easy financing, and ANC inspects every job to assure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aecoop.org for application, contractor list, and more details. AEC, we're power with purpose.
Katie Eakes leads off the bottom of the 3rd inning, taking a pitch on the outer half for a strike. 0-1. Feldkamp sights the sign and delivers the 0-1 offering. And Eakes takes high for a ball, 1-1. 3-3 the score as we come to the bottom of the 3rd inning. No goose eggs on the scoreboard yet. Single runs for Tiffin in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd innings. Here's the 1-1. A changeup, down and away, 2-1 to Eakes. Carson-Newman scored on Leah Sohm when Leah Sohm raced home on a pass ball in the 1st. Then Macy Hughes got a 2 RBI, 2-out single through the left side in the 2nd. Here's the 2-1. Eakes watches a strike go by the outer half, 2-2. For Tiffin, a sacrifice fly in the 1st, an inside the park home run in the 2nd, and a bases loaded RBI ground out in the 3rd. For the Dragons, 3 runs. Here's the 2-2. Change up in the dirt, ball 3, and that loads the count on Katie Eakes. The 3-2. And Eakes watches it slide by outside for ball 4. Second walk of the day for Katie Eakes. She represents the go-ahead run with Shannon Smith coming to the plate. Smith 0 for 1 in game 2 today. A ground out back to the circle. And Feldkamp's first pitch to Smith is hit in the air to the right center field alleyway. Going back to the wall and watching it bounce off the wall is Whalen. Eakes has to hold at 3rd. She got a late break. Smith is into 2nd with a stand-up double. And the Eagles have 2 in scoring position after that shot into the right center field alleyway. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 3rd, but Carson-Newman in business. Eakes on 3rd, Smith on 2nd. And Haley Caldwell to the plate. Caldwell, a ground out to 2nd in her first at-bat today. She was 1 for 1 at the plate with a walk in game 1. Feldkamp back aboard the slab. And she pitches. Caldwell offers at it and fouls it back to the netting behind home plate. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Eakes on third and Smith on second. Outfield deep on Caldwell. Feldkamp pitches, and Caldwell bounces it to third. Eakes holds at third. That slows up the throw, and Caldwell is able to leg out an infield base hit. Actually, we'll go fielder's choice on that one. And that loads the bases for Keely Quillen, who has walked twice and been plunked. First pitch to Quillen is high for a ball, and it's 1-0. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the third inning, but the bases are loaded for Carson-Newman, and no one's out. The pitch. Quillen takes in tight. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, nobody out. Bases chock full of Eagles. As Quillen flicks one foul to the backstop, it's 2-1. Quillen looking for the first hit of her senior season. The Gate City, Virginia native stands in, and Feldkamp fires the 2-1. And Quillen, little nub shot. That will drop behind the second base bag. The second baseman tied up, makes the out there. Throw home not in time. Eagles score 2. Now Quillen running to second. She slides in safely. It's an RBI single for Keely Quillen into center field. She moves to second on the throw. Caldwell put out at second, 4-6. Smith and Eakes both score on the play. And it's a 5-3 lead for Carson-Newman. And Tiffin gathers everybody in after the defensive miscues that allowed 2 to score on the play. Eakes is batted in. Smith scores on the throw. Great base running by Shannon Smith, alertly heading home. As Woods and Lambert got twisted around trying to guard against the bloop single from Keely Quillen, her first of her senior season. And it's a 5-3 lead for Carson-Newman. Bottom of the third inning, and Lacey Reines to the plate. Reines 0 for 1 today. Swings and misses at the first pitch she gets. 0-1. Reines grounded into a fielder's choice back to the circle her first time up, but did come around to score after getting on base. 5-3, Eagles leading, bottom of the third. 1 out, runner in scoring position, Quillen. The pitch. Reines fouls it toward Davis Street. It's 0-2. A walk, a double, and Caldwell reaches on a fielder's choice to third to load the bases for the Eagles, and then Quillen able to get 2 in. The 0-2. Reines grounds to the left side of the circle. Great diving stab by the shortstop Lambert to block it, but she's unable to get up from her knees in time to put away either Quillen or Reines. It's an infield single for Lacey, and the Eagles have runners on the corners with 1 out for Sienna Cameron. So Cameron will try to keep the good times rolling for Carson-Newman. She walked and scored a run her first time up. Lefty stands in with 1 out and runners on the corners, looking for her first hit of the season with runners on base. First pitch to Cameron is outside for a ball, 1-0. 5-3, Eagles leading, bottom of the third inning. 5 runs off of 6 hits for Carson-Newman. Feldkamp Sights the sign from Savage and delivers the 1-0. And Cameron pokes it foul onto the hillside adjacent to Davis Street. And it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Quillen on third. And Reines on first for Carson-Newman. Feldkamp delivers the 1-1. It's up and into Cameron. Reines off and running. And still, she will steal second easily. So now 2 in scoring position for the Eagles. No throw from Savage behind the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Feldkamp, the 2-1 offering. Cameron stings it in the air, left center field. That drops in for a base hit. Quillen rounds third. She scores standing. Sienna Cameron has delivered her first run batted in of her Carson-Newman career. A 1-out single into left center field. Reines over the third. Quillen scores, and it's a 6-3 lead for the Eagles in the bottom of the third with Leah Sohm to the plate. Carson-Newman has the merry-go-round working. A 15-0 win in game number 1. They're out to a 6-3 edge here in the nightcap. And Leah Sohm comes up as time is called for by Tiffin head coach Jeff Nickerson. And he has his lineup card out and might be making a change. See if this is the end of the road for Claire Feldkamp. And what has amounted to thus far to a 2 1/3 inning start. Granted, Feldkamp's defense has failed her a little in this inning. A bloop shot to center field, shallow center field, really more like the area behind second base than center field, from Keely Quillen. Drove in 1 and scored a second on the throw as Tiffin was tossing it around and was a tad tardy. And so Feldkamp will give the ball back to her coach. She's got her mask out of her back pocket, and her day is done. So a new pitcher for Tiffin. We'll have that for you after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeingeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeingeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeingeagles.com today.
At the Kate Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Kate Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Kate Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Kate Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today, or visit kateinsuranceagency.com.
Carson-Newman leads it 6-3 in the bottom of the third inning. 3 runs across in this frame, 1 out and runners on the corners. And Tiffin will turn to a new pitcher. It's Shelby Spurlock making her first appearance of the year. She gives way from Claire Feldkamp, who pitches 2 1/3 innings, gives up 7 hits, 6 runs with 4 walks. And you can't close the book on Feldkamp just yet. She's responsible for both Lacey Reines and Sienna Cameron on the base paths. Spurlock did pitch last year for Tiffin. 8 appearances, 3 starts, 0-2 on the year, with 16 2/3 innings pitched and a 7.98 ERA. Struck out 9 in her 16 innings of work with 22 walks. And so she'll have to contend with Leah Sohm, who's 1 for 1 in game 2. So Sohm stands in against Shelby Spurlock. And the righty rocks and fires. Sohm bunts back to the circle. The squeeze on. And Rhinus holding at third instead. And Sohm bunts herself aboard. Bases loaded as Cameron moves over to second. A bunt single for Leah Sohm. And the bases loaded for Macy Hughes, who gave the Eagles the lead in the bottom of the second with a 2-out knock through the left side that scored 2. Spurlock deals, and Hughes takes low for a ball, 1-0. Hughes is 2 for 2 today with 2 driven in. Looking for her potential first career 3-hit day. Spurlock, the 1-0. Grinds low for a ball, 2-0. 3 across already here in the bottom of the third for Carson-Newman. An RBI single for Sienna Cameron. And a single from Keely Quillen that scored 1, and Shannon Smith scored on the throw. The 2-0. Hughes checks her swing and a pitch high, 3-0. And Spurlock in danger of walking in the 4th run of the inning. 6-3, Eagles leading. The pitch. That's high. And Hughes works first base on balls. That walks in Lacey Rhinus. And it's a 7-3 lead for the Eagles in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Carolyn Levi comes to the plate. A bases loaded walk for Carson-Newman and Macy Hughes. And now the table set for the birthday girl, Carolyn Levi, who has popped up to center and grounded out to short in game 2. She takes inside for a ball, 1-0. The only pitch that Spurlock has thrown that has been a strike has been the bunt that Leah Sohm dropped down for a base hit. Cameron Sohm and Hughes on the base paths. The 1-0. Levi checks her swing and a pitch high and outside, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Spurlock the pitch. Levi watches the strike groove on the outer half. 2-1. 7-3, Eagles in the driver's seat thanks to a 4-run bottom of the 3rd. 1 out, bases loaded for Carson-Newman. The 2-1. That's high and outside, 3-1 to Levi. Three balls, a strike and an out. Spurlock in danger of walking in a second straight run. The pitch. Levi pokes it into the air. Shallow right center field. 4 players converge. And it's the second baseman, Woods, who settles under it to make the grab to put away Levi. And there's 2 out as Carson-Newman has batted around. Katie Eakes to the plate. Eakes yet to register an official at-bat here in game number 2. She has walked twice today. Hitting .538 this season. And in her 1 plate appearance with the bases loaded, she did get a hit. The pitch to Eakes, that's well upstairs. And sends Eakes ducking and tumbling out of the way of it. That draws some cackles from Carson-Newman's dugout. Eakes shakes her head as she climbs back into the left-hand hitter's box. Spurlock, the 1-0. Eakes. Look back to the dugout as she takes the ball high, 2-0. Bases loaded. Cameron, Sohm, Hughes for Carson-Newman, 2 out. A 7-3 lead for the Eagles in the bottom of the 3rd. Spurlock the 2-0. Eakes, mighty cut, swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Eakes .429 hitter this season with runners in scoring position. She's got Cameron and Sohm there, plus Hughes on first. Spurlock rocks and fires the 2-1 offering. It's high and tight, and it's 3-1 to Katie Eakes. Tiffin playing deep, and for Eakes to pull to right. The right fielder, Wilson, nearly in the shadows of the outfield wall. 7-3 Eagles leading, bottom of the third, 2 out. The 3-1, swing and a miss at a fastball low, and Spurlock loads the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eagles looking to add to a 4-run bottom of the third and a 7-3 lead overall. Here's the 3-2, and Eakes ducks out of the way of it. She has walked for the 3rd time today. Cameron scores, and it's an 8-3 lead for Carson-Newman. Second bases loaded walk of the inning for Spurlock. And now Shannon Smith comes to the plate. Smith, a double her last time up. First pitch to her is outside for a ball, 1-0. Carson-Newman scored 8 in the bottom of the second in Game 1 en route to a 15-0 win. Eagles have lit the lamp 5 times here in the bottom of the third. The 1-0. That's right at the knees on the inner half for a strike to Smith, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. An 8-3 lead for the Eagles over Tiffin here in the bottom of the third inning. Spurlock, the 1-1. And Smith takes high and outside, ball 2. 19 pitches for Spurlock in relief of Claire Feldkamp. Only 6 have found the zone. You can close the book on Feldkamp. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 8 runs all earned. The 2-1. Smith lobs high into the air, deep to left field. Going back to the wall, reaching up and making the grab is Sheehan. And that is how the inning comes to an end. Smith gave it a ride, but it's routine for Sheehan in left center field. Eagles send 11 to the plate, but leave them loaded in the bottom of the third. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 3 left. 8-3, Carson-Newman the lead through 3 here at the Vic on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Now batting, number 4, Brooke Lambert.
Lambert leads things off for Tiffin in the top of the 4th inning, with her team trailing 8-3. And the first pitch to Lambert is in for a strike on the inner half of the handles. 0-1. Lambert yet to register an official at-bat here in game number 2. As Ferguson delivers the 0-1. Big looping change, 1-1. Lambert, 2 walks and 1 run scored on the day. The 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Third base side, in foul ground. Smith comes in 2/5 of the way down the third base line and gloves it to retire Lambert in foul ground. 1 up, 1 down in the top of the 4th. And Woods to the plate for Tiffin. Matty Woods is 0 for 1. The righty shows bunt in front of the plate as Ferguson pitches in tight for a ball, 1-0. Time called by Wood. She steps out. And Ferguson set for the 1-0. Here it is. Golf towards short. Sohm racing in, and she makes the grab behind the circle with a basket catch at the waist to retire Woods on a soft flare to short. 2 up, 2 down, and now Ferguson with an opportunity to face the minimum for the first time today. She has to go through Savage first. Kaylee Savage, 0 for 1. With a walk and a strikeout. And Ferguson deals. Down and in for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. 8-3, Eagles leading in the top of the 4th inning. Outfield, playing deep on Savage, the 1-0. Swinging a bouncer to the left side of the circle. Smith stoops to field from third and flips it over to first to retire Savage off of 2 pitches. First 1-2-3 inning of the day for either team in the second game of this twin bill. Eagles keep the Dragons off the scoreboard for the first time. They carry an 8-3 lead to the bottom of the 4th inning. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
I joined the Guard for the simple fact that I could be home and also in the military. So I can have a civilian job and also in the military. I would tell somebody who's trying to join the Guard, and thinking about it, that it's a great opportunities for school, training, discipline, leadership. There's a lot of opportunities. It broadens your perspective.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Well, Tiffin has turned to its 3rd pitcher of the day. Victoria Edwards has entered into the circle. A 3.84 ERA and a 1-3 record a year ago. 5 appearances and 4 starts in last year's shortened 2020 campaign. 7 strikeouts in 15 walks and 27 1/3 innings of work. And the first batter that she will have to face is Haley Caldwell. Also a new second baseman for the Dragons is Bailey Hamilton as Caldwell swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. The pitch. Taken for a strike, inner half. And Caldwell finds herself in an 0-2 hole. The pitch. Tapped foul. And it's still 0-2. The pitch, changeup, in tight for a ball, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. And Edwards pitches low. That evens the count at 2-2. Caldwell looking for her first hit of game number 2. Ground out in a fielder's choice. Edwards the pitch, and Caldwell slams it in the air down the left field line, twisting foul and out of play. 2-2. A couple of those for Haley Caldwell. She's hit him a mile foul down the left field line. Tiffin outfield, backed up and to the left for Caldwell to pull. The 2-2 burns the dirt. And that loads the count on Haley Caldwell. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming for Victoria Edwards. The pitch. Caldwell goes golfing, hangs it high into the atmosphere, left center field. The center fielder Whalen over to it, and that retires Caldwell on the F8. So 1 up, 1 down, and Keely Quillen comes up. Quillen, an RBI single, bloop to center her last time up. She's been aboard every time she's come to the plate today. First pitch to Quillen, taken for a strike in her half above the knees, 0-1. She walked twice in game number 1, got plunked to start her day in game 2, and then the RBI single in her last at-bat. 1 for 1 for the Twin Bill, the 0-1. And Quillen takes a strike on the inner half, 0-2. Edwards finding the zone, 10 pitches, 7 strikes. You can close the book on reliever number 2, Spurlock. 2/3 of an innings pitched, 1 hit and 2 walks. Pitches low to Quillen, 1-2. Nobody aboard with 1 out for the Eagles in the bottom of the 4th inning. First time today that the Eagles haven't got their leadoff batter aboard. The 1-2. And Quillen slips it foul along the left field line and off the fencing, 1-2. Quillen back into the right-hand hitter's box. And Edwards delivers the 1-2. Changeup. Quillen takes a whack at it. It was high. The left fielder, Sheehan snow cones it and makes the grab as she stumbles to the turf. So Quillen lines out, and there's 2 away for Lacey Reines, who has scored 2 runs today, a fielder's choice and a single for Reines. Lefty stands back in against the right-hand hurling Edwards. The pitch taken low for a ball. It's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Outfield playing deep into the right on Lacey Reines. Edwards. The 1-0. On the outside edge for a strike, it's 1-1. 8 runs off of 8 hits and an error for the Eagles. Sheehan has left 6 on base. 3 runs off of 3 hits, no errors, and the Dragons have left 6 stranded. The 1-1. Down and away, and it's 2-1 to Lacey Reines. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. Reines flicks it foul to left, and that evens the count at 2-2. Carson-Newman looking for the sweep and a 5th consecutive win after losing the opener to King. The 2-2 is a changeup. Rhinus bounces it 5-hole through the pitcher Edwards' wickets. And Rhinus aboard with a 2-out single. A multi-hit effort for the senior out of Murfreesboro. And the Eagles with a 2-out base runner for Sienna Cameron. Cameron, first career RBI in her last at-bat. Walked and scored a run back in the second. 2 runs scored on the day for Cameron as the lefty takes low for a ball, 1-0. Hard-throwing righty Victoria Edwards, 19 pitches, 12 strikes in this relief effort. She's 2/3 of an inning deep into it. Bottom of the fourth, Eagles up 8-3. The pitch on the outside edge for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 8-3. Carson-Newman the lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. A 5-run third creating separation for the Eagles. Edwards shakes off the first sign from Savage. Likes what she gets on the second. And Sienna Cameron calls for time. Lacey Rhinus on first base. The 1-1. Cameron bounces back to the circle. No trouble for Edwards, who fields. An underhand flips it to Tunian Smith at first to put away Cameron, 1-3. So for the first time today, Carson-Newman fails to score in an inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Tunian Smith, Legg, and Whalen to the plate for Tiffin after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you show your support for Carson-Newman? Head over to shopseeingeagles.com right now, where they have all of your needs covered. From clothing to outfitting your tailgate party, whether you're hunting, fishing, or on the golf course, shopseeingeagles.com is the place for you. All of your everyday essentials, from pens to phone chargers, are in one place. For the best gear in the business, visit shopseeingeagles.com today.
Okay, let's see. Carson-Newman University. It's been around since 1851. A beautiful campus, amazing student life, world-class accredited academics, competitive athletic programs, a Christian perspective, a top 10 best value school. They give $48 million in financial aid every year, and I get a free scholarship when I enroll. Looks like I've found the perfect place.
Eagles up 8-3 on Tiffin as we come to the 5th inning. Laura Tunian Smith leads things off for the Dragons with a sac fly and a double to her name. Nicolette Ferguson, Roxon fires the first pitch, and Tunian Smith laces it foul up the left field line, 0-1. 8-3 Eagles. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 5 in the third for Carson-Newman, none in the fourth. Come to the 5th inning with Carson-Newman in the driver's seat, seeking a 5th consecutive win. Tunian Smith waits on the pitch. Ferguson rocks and fires, and it's low for a ball, 1-1. So some scores of interest from around the South Atlantic Conference. Lenore Ryan and UNC Pembroke called a draw after 9 innings in a 4-4 ball game. This pitch, Tunian Smith dribbles it to short. Soam fields cleanly from her shoe tops, and the put-out work 6-3 with a throw across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Nicolette Ferguson has retired 6 straight. And Skylar Legg comes to the plate. Legg 0 for 1 on the day. looking for her first hit of this burgeoning season for Tiffin as she taps it foul off of home plate, 0-1. So you got Lenore Ryan and UNCP in a 4-4 tie. And they're also tied at 4 in the bottom of the 6th of Game 2 of their doubleheader. So they decided to call Game 1 a draw after 9. And still 4-4 in the 6th of their second. The 0-1 on the inner half for a strike to leg, 0-2. Told you about Augusta getting run ruling Anderson earlier today. They're playing the second of 2 at Augusta, the 0-2. Change up inside, and that plunks leg square on her back. And Ferguson gives up her first base runner and 6 batters. So 1 out and 1 on for Tiffin in the top of the 5th, trailing 8-3 to Carson-Newman. Bottom of the 4th inning over in Harrogate, Ohio Dominican, a 3-2 lead on the Rail Splitters. As Jeff Nickerson will pinch run for leg.
Now batting, number 2, Taylor Whalen.
So Fairs pinch runs at first base with Whalen at the plate. Taylor Whalen's 0 for 2 in Game 2. She did have a hit in Game 1. First pitch to the lefty is on the outer half for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 8-3, Eagles ahead, top of the 5th. Fairs on first for the Dragons. Ferguson gets the sign from Levi. Here's the 0-1. Check swing and a pitch low and away, 1-1. So bring up Ohio Dominican ahead 3-2 on Lincoln Memorial. Top of the 4th inning, it's Anderson 3 and Augusta 0. The 1-1. Swing and a bouncer back up the middle. It ricochets through Keely Quillen's legs at second. And the E4 is the second error of the day for Carson-Newman. And it lets Whalen scamper aboard. Fairs over to second. Quillen was angling for the twin killing to get out of the inning, but instead an error, and she received some encouragement from her first baseman, Katie Eakes, as a result. 1 down, 2 on for the Dragons. Top of the 5th, trailing 8-3. And Wilson to the plate. Ferguson pitches, and Wilson takes on the inner half for a strike, 0-1. Wilson, an inside the park home run back in the second, an infield single to second in the third. She's 2 for 2. The pitch, swinging a bouncer to third. Smithfields retreats to the bag to get the lead runner Fairs, and Wilson aboard on the fielder's choice. Whalen over to second base, and there's 2 away with Hallie Sheehan to the plate. Sheehan's 0 for 1 today.
Cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We've got a quality contractor network, easy financing, and ANC inspects every job to assure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aecoop.org for application, contractor list, and more details. AEC, we're power with purpose.
8-3, Carson-Newman leads it. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, a couple defensive changes for Tiffin. Mallory Fairs has entered into the field. She goes to second base. And Bailey Hamilton, who was a defensive sub for Maddie Woods a couple innings ago, moves to third. Leah Sohm leads things off for Carson-Newman in the home half of the fifth. And Sohm stands in as Edwards pitches on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. 8-3. Eagles leading. Sohm, multi-hit effort today. She's 2 for 2. And taking low for a ball. 1-1. Couple of bunt singles for Leah Sohm, plus a walk. She's been aboard every time she's been at the plate today. The 1-1. That's low for ball 2. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Sohm, who gets on board 75% of the time when she's hitting leadoff. Edwards sights the sign and delivers the 2-1. And Sohm slashes it foul just to the right of her head coach Michael Graves in the third base box. It's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman could walk it off via the run rule if it scores 3 here in the bottom of the fifth. Edwards set to pitch as Sohm calls for time. Edwards has done a nice job in relief of Feldkamp and Spurlock. Feldkamp went 2 1/3, 7 hits, 8 runs all earned. Spurlock 2/3 in relief, gave up a hit but walked in 2 runs. Pitch is outside and the count loaded up on Sohm. But Edwards just a hit allowed in an inning of relief work. And only had to face 4 batters in the bottom of the fourth and put a goose egg on the board. Edwards sights the sign and delivers the 3-2. And Sohm chops it to the left side of the infield. The shortstop Lambert up with it, but her throw to first isn't in time. A 3-hit day for Leah Sohm, and the Eagles get their leadoff batter aboard for a 4th time today. Sohm with a 3-hit performance for the 2nd time in her career. Also did it on at North Greenville last year on February 26th. And up comes Macy Hughes. First pitch to Hughes is right down Broadway for a strike above the knees, 0-1. Hughes, high-level effort today. She's 2 for 2 with 3 batted in. 4 for 5 for the doubleheader with 4 driven in. The pitch low for a ball, 1-1. Singled to third in the first. A 2-run single through the left side in the second. A bases loaded walk in the third. Edwards set for the 1-1. And she pitches. Hughes swings and misses. Sohm on the move to second. She swipes the bag easily. The throw from the catcher shoots into center field. And Sohm moves to third on the throwing error by Savage. So 1-2 to Macy Hughes, and now she gets Leah Sohm on third base. One and 2 the count to Macy Hughes, looking for her 3rd hit of the day. The pitch, and Hughes swings and tips it foul into Savage's mitt. She's down on strikes. 1 away for Carolyn Levi. 8-3, Eagles leading, bottom of the 5th inning. And Levi, after a 3-hit day in game number 1 with 3 runs scored, looking for her first hit of game number 2 as Edwards pitches. And Levi smashes it into the left center field alleyway. That's bound for extra bases and rolls all the way to the wall. Sohm walks in. It's the 9th run of the day for the Eagles, and Carolyn Levi has a birthday double to the wall in left center field. Carson-Newman leads it 9-3 off the knock from Carolyn Levi. That brings up Katie Eakes. And Eakes and potentially end it with one swing of the bat via the run rule. First pitch to Eakes, bounced back up the box. Nice backhand stab at second by Fair. She turns it over to first. And that retires Eakes on a productive ground out, 4-3, moving Levi over to third base. 2 away, and Shannon Smith comes to the plate. Smith's 1 for 3. A double sandwiched around a ground out to the circle and a hard fly out to left. Edwards delivers, and Smith sends it in the air to right field. In the sights is Wilson, and she settles under it with a shoulder-high grab to put away Smith on a line out to right. But the Eagles score a run off of 2 hits, an error, and leave one on base. 9-3, Carson-Newman leads it as we head to the 6th on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At the Kate Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Kate Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Kate Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Kate Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today or visit kateinsuranceagency.com.
9-3, Carson-Newman leads it as we come to the top of the 6th inning. Over in Dahlonega, Georgia. North Georgia has stayed perfect. The number 2 team in the country, sweeping Wingate. Winners 8-0 via the run rule in the nightcap of that doubleheader. Ohio Dominican continues to lead Lincoln Memorial 3-2 in the top of the 6th inning over in Harrogate, trying to hold the rail split, hand the Rail Splitters their first loss. And Anderson has a 3-0 lead over Augusta in the top of the 5th inning, trying to salvage a split after the Jags run-ruled the Trojans in Game 1 of their doubleheader. Georges leads things off for the Dragons in the top of the 6th inning. She's 0 for 1, batter's interference and a sacrifice on the day for Georges. And the first pitch to Georges, swung on, grounded to second. Quillen fields it perfectly. Turns it over to first to Katie Eakes, and she does her customary thing of not stepping on the bag and instead tagging the runner as she goes through. Put out works 4-3. And the lineup turns back to the top of the order for Brooke Lambert. 0 for 1 here in Game 2 with a foul out and 2 walks. Righty stands in as Ferguson pitches. Low for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. This was a seesaw battle early. Tiffin scored a single run in the first, second, and third innings. Eagles led it 3-2 after 2. Was tied 3-3 after 2.5. Carson-Newman scored 6 unanswered since. The 1-0 right down Broadway above the knees for a strike, 1-1. Tiffin scoring in atypical fashion. Started off the game inauspiciously with Carson-Newman's pitching staff. Ferguson the 1-1. Outside for a ball, 2-1. Had a walk, an error, and a walk to load the bases without an out to start the game. And then Tiffin lit the lamp with a sacrifice fly before Michaela McCarthy settled down and got out of the frame. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a chopper foul third base side, 2-2. Then the Dragons in the top of the second got an inside the park home run from Caitlin Wilson to take a 2-1 lead before a bases loaded RBI ground out in the third. tied it at 3. But if you're Carson-Newman, you have to be happy with your defense. 1 for 11 with runners on base and 1 for 10 for the Dragons with runners in scoring position. Ferguson set for the 2-2, and Lambert takes low to load the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, started slow. A run in the first on a pass ball that scored Leah Sohm. Macy Hughes with a timely 2-run hit in the second, the 3-2. On the outside edge for a called strike 3. Nicolette Ferguson rings her up with her 4th K of the season. And there's 2 away as Hamilton comes to the plate.
Now batting on 33, Bailey Hamilton.
So Bailey Hamilton to the dish for her first at-bat of the season. And Ferguson deals to her. Off of home plate for a ball, 1-0. So you had the Hughes 2-out, 2-run knock in the second, and then Carson-Newman just exploded in the third, a 5-run frame. Eagles saw Keely Quillen drive in 1 with a bloop single to center. Scored 2 as Tiffin was trying to throw around to get base runners. Did get 1, but traded it for another run. The 1-0. Bunted, first base side. Eakes charges, stoops to field. Throw to first is wide of Keely Quillen. Nice job by Haley Caldwell backing up the play. And that freezes Hamilton at the bag. So she's aboard on a bunt single to first base. And thanks to Caldwell's backup work in right, no error on the play. A 2-out knock for Hamilton. And Jeff Nickerson has his lineup card out, the Tiffin head man, going to make a change. And Savage will be pinch hit for.
Now batting number 30.
So Logan Bush will pinch hit. The runner on first. Lefty at the plate against the right-hander Ferguson. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. 65-pitch relief effort for Nicolette Ferguson, and she is in line to win her 3rd game of the season. And her 2nd in relief. Here's the 0-1. That's high for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Continue the thought on Carson-Newman's 5-run third. You had the Quillen blooper, then 2 bases loaded walks, and Sienna Cameron's first career RBI on a single to left center, the 1-1. Taken for a strike, it's 1-2 to Logan Bush. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Hamilton on first for the Dragons, trailing 9-3 in the top of the 6th with 2 out. Ferguson, the 1-2. Just misses outside. Levi tried to frame it. And it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eagles ahead 9-3 in the top of the 6th. The break-even pitch. Swung on, popped foul to the left and out of play. That ball, one-hopping some fans in lawn chairs on Davis Street. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 9-3. Eagles lead it. The 2-2. Swing, the fly ball deep to right field. Cameron going back. She watches it one hop the wall. Cameron turns and throws to Sohm at second. Cut off by Ferguson in the circle as Hamilton scores from 3 bases away on a 2-out double. Pinch hit to right center from Logan Bush. 9-4. Tiffin gets within 5 runs. Logan Bush just carried it to the wall in right center field. A 2-out, run-scoring double. And Jeff Nickerson back to his lineup card. See what change he makes here. with Laura Tunian-Smith scheduled to appear. And they'll bring in a pinch runner. Jalen Kelly running for Logan Bush. So that will mean the end of the road for Kaylee Savage behind the plate.
Number 19, Laura Tunian-Smith.
So Laura Tunian-Smith to the plate. Sac fly, a double, and a ground out to her name today. She's 1 for 2 officially. Swings at the first pitch, lifts it into left field. That drops in for a base hit as it rolls up to Lacey Reines. Reines throwing home. Levi can't get it in time. And it's back-to-back 2-out run-scoring knocks for Tiffin. 9-5. Carson-Newman's lead cut to 4 runs. (9-5). Tiffin has countered with a 2-run top of the 6th to get within 4. And Fairs to the plate after Carolyn Levi comes out to have a word with Nicolette Ferguson. So the lefty Fairs batting for the first time today. Stands in as Ferguson pitches. Eyeing outside for a ball, 1-0. 2-out batting, doing the job for Tiffin here in the top of the 6th. RBI double for Logan Bush pinch hitting, then Tunian-Smith with an RBI single through the left side, and then she advances on the throw. 1-0, chopped foul off of Fair's feet. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. (9-5), Eagles leading. Top of the 6th inning. Ferguson gets the sign from Levi and unfurls the 1-1. Low and away, 2-1 to Fairs. Carson-Newman likely still has Lacey Reines available if the Eagles need her. She only threw 91 pitches in Game 1's 15-0 Eagle win. The 2-1. Jam shot foul, third base side. Drew Udy, our camera operator at the third base bag, showing signs of PTSD from where he nearly got knocked by a foul ball earlier. He was looking around fearful at that lazy pop headed his way. And it's 2-2. We shouldn't be so mean to Drew. He offered to come work this game late, wasn't scheduled to work, and offered to help out. We greatly appreciate him. The 2-2, flipped foul back to the netting. 2-2. And I say we, I mean everybody in this booth is in here laughing at Drew. Riley Thomas, Brian White, Richard Martin, Daniel Whaley, all having a chuckle at Drew's expense. I don't have a mouse in my pocket, really. All of us laughing, not with Drew, at him. The 2-2. Swinging a bouncer to the right side of the infield. Keely Quillen stoops to field. Overhand toss to first to Eakes. And that is the frame for Tiffin. They strike twice with 2 outs. Quality 2-out hitting for the Dragons pulls them within 4 runs. 9-5, Eagles lead it, headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Well, Tiffin uses some timely two-out hitting in the top of the sixth to get within 4 runs of Carson-Newman. And CN will send Caldwell, Quillen, and Rhinus to the plate here in the home half of the 6th inning with a 9-5 lead. First pitch to Haley Caldwell is flipped foul back and out of play. She's 0 for 3 on the day. Ground out fielder's choice and fly out for Haley Caldwell. Caldwell hitting .200 for the season with 3 hits. The pitch burns the dirt from Edwards. 1-1 to Caldwell. The pitch, another dirt burner. 2-1 to Caldwell. Here Michael Graves hollering from the third base coach's box. Tell Lacey Rhinus to go get warm. In case the Eagles want to make a pitching change. Here's the 2-1. Chipped foul by Caldwell, third base side, 2-2. The 2-2. Caldwell golfs it high into the air. Foul ground third base side. The catcher Savage under it. And she grabs it to retire Caldwell on the pop-up. 1 up, 1 down. And Keely Quillen to the plate. Hit by a pitch, singled and scored a run while driving in a run. And a line out to left for Keely Quillen. Virginia native steps in. Ready to work against Victoria Edwards in the pitch. High and tight for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Count evens up at a ball and a strike apiece on Keely Quillen. 9-5, Eagles leading bottom of the 6th inning. Carson-Newman aiming for its 5th straight win. And a doubleheader sweep of Tiffin. Edwards, the 1-1, changeup. Bites for a strike, belt high in her half, 1-2. Quillen watched it sail in. 9 runs off of 11 hits and 2 errors for the Eagles. Cian has left 8 on base. Here's the pitch. Quillen, a defensive swing, knocks it foul. Count holds it a ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 9 runs off of 11 hits for the Eagles. 5 runs off of 6 hits for the Dragons. Teams have combined to strand 17 runners. Edwards, the 1-2. Changeup, and Quillen takes a whack at it, and she's down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down. And it sends Lacey Rhinus to the plate. She's reached base every time she's come up. Fielder's choice, single for Lacey Rhinus. But instead of Rhinus, Carson-Newman will pinch hit for her and allow Madison Levi to bat in her stead. So if this is the case, presumably Rhinus is getting warm in the bullpen. And she'll likely come in to try to polish off this game. Not a save situation at present standing, regardless of whether or not the Eagles score more runs. So Madison Levi climbs in. First pitch to Levi, swung on, driven into right field. It one-hops Wilson, and Madison Levi has a single down the right field line of the pinch hit variety. 2-out batter hits herself aboard. And that brings Sienna Cameron to the plate. Cameron 1 for 2 on the day. with a run batted in. First pitch to Cameron, taken by the lefty high for a ball, 1-0. 9-5 Eagles leading, bottom of the 6th inning, 2 out, and Levi on first. That's Madison Levi. 1-0. Edwards sights the sign and pitches. Cameron swings and comes up empty, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Back-to-back double-digit hit performances by Carson-Newman here at the Vic. 13 in Game 1, 12 here in Game 2. The 1-1. A change-up poked into the air, foul ground, third base side. Diving effort by the third baseman, Hamilton. She lays out and makes the play to end the inning. Slick fielding work by Hamilton at third. She makes the Webb Gym and foul ground. Cameron retired, and Carson-Newman strands its 9th base runner of the day. 9-5. Eagles lead it as we head to the top of the 7th. Carson-Newman trying to close up shop on the doubleheader sweep on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Well, Carson-Newman has turned back to Lacey Reines' arm to finish up on a quality relief effort for Nicolette Ferguson. 5 innings in relief of Michaela McCarthy. Gave up 5 hits and 3 runs, but Ferguson in line to win this one. Not a save situation for Lacey Reines. She'll come in to face off with Waylon, Wilson, and Sheehan. 6, 7, and 8 in the order for Tiffin. Dragons need to score 4 to extend this game. And it'll start with Taylor Whalen, who's 0 for 2 today. Strikeout fielder's choice and reached on an error. Linus's first pitch. Swing and a tapper foul to the backstop. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. A 9-5 lead for Carson-Newman on Tiffin. Eagles looking for the doubleheader sweep. Lacey Reines comes into pitch from left field. Valerie C. heads out to left to round out the Eagles' defensive alignment. The 0-1. Downstairs for a ball. It's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Taylor Whalen. After Whalen, you get Caitlin Wilson, who's 2 for 3 today with an inside the park home run. The 1-1 bounce to the right side of the infield, past a diving Keely Quillen. Haley Caldwell scoops it up and right, but not before Whalen leads off the inning with a single through the right side. So 1 up and 1 on for Tiffin in the top of the 7th, trailing 9-5. And Caitlin Wilson to the plate. Wilson 2 for 3 today. Single, inside the park home run, and a fielder's choice. And she takes low for a ball, 1-0. She has gone to the left side of the park each time. The inside the park home run was down the left field line. Her single was a blooper to left. She grounded into a fielder's choice to third. First time she faces Reines, the 1-0, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Lacey Reines, 19 innings of work this week. And if not for that 7-run, 4-home run performance she gave up against King Probably make an argument for her for sack pitcher of the week. The 1-1. Swing and a bouncer, foul, third base side. Smith freezes it in foul ground, and it's 1-2. Still a 1.47 ERA, nothing to sneeze at for the week. Especially for how good she has been with runners on base. Opponents hitting just a $114 off of Rhinus with runners. Tiffin looking for its 4th hit of the day with a runner on base. As Wilson takes low for a ball, it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eagles had 9-5 in the top of the 7th inning. The 2-2. Downstairs for a ball that loads the count. This game 2 hours and 13 minutes old. With Whalen on first for the Dragons. Tiffin in need of base runners to try to extend the game. The 3-2. Swing and a flare down the left field line. That kicks foul. Just inches wide of the chalk. Probably end up with runners on the corners if that's 6 inches to the right. 3-2 with nobody out. Caitlin Wilson at the plate. Rhinus in relief of Ferguson for the final frame. The 3-2. Swing the line drive back to the circle. Throw to first is in time. Eagles double them up. 1-3. The putout works. On the line drive, double play off the bat of Wilson. Now there's 2 out and nobody aboard. Great reaction from Lacey Rhinus in the circle. And then to flick it over to Eakes after Whalen got frozen leaning. And Jeff Nickerson will pinch hit for Sheehan. Heidi Marshall to the plate. She played in game number 1 and was hitless. 0 for 2. Pinch hit situation here for her as Rhinus deals. Pop foul back behind home plate. Levi lays out but can't squeeze it in her mitt. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. 9-5. Carson-Newman the lead in the top of the 7th inning. Eagles have scored 24 runs across the doubleheader today and have been sensational with runners on base. The 0-1. On the outside edge for a strike, it's 0-2. Eagles hit .615 with runners in scoring position in the 15-run win in run rule fashion to start the day. 7 for 15, that's .467 here in game 2. The 0-2 burns the dirt, 1-2 to Marshall. Base is empty. Tiffin down to its final out, trailing 9-5. The pitch upstairs for ball 2, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 9-5. Carson-Newman leading in the top of the 7th. Outfield around to the right, on the right hand hitting Marshall. Rhinus, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball game over, Eagles win. 5 straight W's for Carson-Newman. Nicolette Ferguson logs the win in relief in the circle, while Carson-Newman gets multi-hit efforts in the nightcap out of Leah Sohm, Macy Hughes, and Lacey Rhinus en route to the 9-5 win. We're back at it on Wednesday at the Vic. Carson-Newman softball in a doubleheader with Mars Hill at noon. Women's basketball team takes on Lincoln Memorial that night. For our entire crew, our camera operators, Riley Thomas and Drew Udy. Social media manager is Brian White. Our director today, Richard Martin. And our replay technician, the legendary Danny Dubbs, Danielle Whaley. I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. Again, the final score from the Vic. Eagles take game 2 and sweep the doubleheader 9-5 over Tiffin. We'll talk to you Wednesday. Have a pleasant rest of your Sunday. Good night, everybody.